me ask you first. Where were you born?
I'm from Cleveland, Ohio. Made Aliyah after high school. Born and bred Bnei Akiva. Moved to Israel. Have been there ever since.
You have a family there?
All my family is there. My immediate family, my married with 5 kids family. We live in Gush Etzion. They're nice little Israeli kids, and we're proud to be Sabras.
What's your extent of observance, religious observance?
We're, I guess, religious Zionists, national religious Zionists. Don't like to put anyone in a box, but we live in Alon Shvut. We're connected there. It's a beautiful community with a yeshiva, and many people probably know it because their boys spend a year there perhaps and eat in our house on Friday nights. That's our affiliation.
Is where you live up for grabs in a potential Palestinian peace negotiation?
I'm a settler. I don't have horns. I live over the Green Line. I don't have a gun on me. I do have a gun.
At home?
At home. We live over the Green Line. We live 20 minutes south of Jerusalem. We like to call ourselves a neighborhood, a suburb of Jerusalem. It's just a hop, skip, and a jump. Most people work either in the Gush or in Jerusalem. Some people live there because of quality of life, nice suburbia. Some people live there because it's over the Green Line. We live right off of Derech HaAvot, which is the path of the forefathers. We walk in Avram Avinu's footsteps. We live halfway between Hebron and Yerushalayim, and that's the reason that we're there. Our kids know it. They play in the backyard. They know they're going on Derech HaAvot. They know that there's a continuity for 2,000 to 3,000 years.
Do you feel you live more Jewishly in Israel?
We definitely live more Jewishly in Israel. I think my kids are prouder Jews living in Israel. Their friends are all Jewish, Israeli. Their school teaches them to celebrate Israel. It comes up probably daily, if not more. Bnei Akiva, their youth group, has more of a purpose. They talk about being involved, helping Jews, helping Israel be stronger. And my work is about Israel being stronger.
Is your community at risk of being uprooted in the case of a Palestinian state?
Gush Etzion is unique. We don't want to say we're special because we feel responsible for all of Yehuda and Shomron. But Gush Etzion is unique in that even when the government formed the root of the wall, the fence that they were putting up, they still are putting it up, Gush Etzion is inside. Most of Gush Etzion is inside. So that's an important indicator that Gush Etzion is more a part of the Israeli mentality. We're accepted. The land was bought by Jews in the 20s and the 30s and the 40s. When Ben-Gurion established the state, he talked about by the light of the fighters of Gush Etzion, and because of them, Jerusalem is Jewish and Israeli. Gush Etzion's a little more consensus, but again, we don't take ourselves as unique. We think that that's really just an example of what all of Yehuda and Shomron should be to every Israeli and to every political outcome.
What would you like to see advocates of the two-state idea as a solution, what would you like to see them do?
Well, I would like to see a solution based on what you see behind me. We're talking about one-state Israel, one-state solution. Stop saying the inevitable two-state solution. It's kind of tired and been there, done that. Everyone said no. Well, why do we have to keep putting our backs up against the wall and say two-state, two-state? Well, we've offered everything. We've gotten nothing. It's not really a territorial dispute, and we all know that now. Israel has ceased to build, even in Gush Etzion, and given a 10-month hiatus and other attempts, and nothing happens. And really, enough is enough. And it's time for people to stop saying one way is inevitable, and let's look at other solutions. What is one state based on? It's based on a belief that it's ours. The land has been chopped up enough. There's Jordan. There's, original Palestine is not the Palestine that the Arabs are talking about now. And what we're saying is that take a look at Israel, the Jewish state, and then figure out the political solution to the problems that we're facing.
How can the Muslims who think of themselves as a distinct Palestinian nation, how could they be good citizens of Israel under a one-state solution?
Well, I want to point out in answer to your question, one-state solution Israel is a project of dialogue. We want people to just start talking. We're not actually providing the specific solution because we think that every solution may have a pitfall, every solution may have a negative, but we've got to start talking and see who comes to the table and see what we can do. So when you ask me how can any resident of Israel who's not Jewish accept it, well, you can be a good citizen, you can be true, you can do national service. If you don't serve in the army, serve in the national community. There's an official concept of national service within your own community. Arabs can serve in their communities. The Arabs of the Galilee, are Israeli citizens. They're not different than their brothers who live in Beit Lechem. They happen to be in areas that were captured by Israel in 48, rather than areas in Israel that were captured in 67. But it's the same Arab population, indigenous to Palestine, if you will, of all of Jews and Arabs. If they can have an identity that's true to the state, so can their brothers. The other issue is voting. That's a bit more complicated. If you look at demographics, you can find solutions. Some people will point to demographics and say that the PA has provided, let's say, numbers that aren't actually accurate, and we shouldn't be as afraid. Other people say, no, demographics is a problem. Maybe they should vote in Jordan. Jordan is just as close to the people living in the West Bank geographically as they are to Jerusalem, let's say. So there are options, there are solutions. Nothing is perfect, but certainly the two-state solution is far worse than not perfect for the Jewish Israeli people.